Hi, today we're talking with Dirk Jeffs, the new CEO of Ultradent Products. Dirk, thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Great. Now, at Ultradent Products, you're succeeding Dr. Dan Fischer, who is the founder and former CEO. You've been at Ultradent since 1996. What has it been like working with him for such a long time?
It's been amazing to be able to call Dan my boss for 24 years, because he's been that, but he's more than that. Dan and a lot of folks in the dental industry know him. Dan he's an amazing human being above everything. He's just a very, very kind, gentle, humble person who happens to be a genius as well. And so intelligent when it comes to so many aspects of, be it business or chemistry or engineering, you name it. But what's rare is to find somebody who's so talented in those technical areas, let's say, including being a dentist and an amazing clinician, who also understands business from the entrepreneurial side, and then was able to make the turn from being an entrepreneur to running a fairly large company. And that's rare. You put all that together, and to find somebody who does all of that, does it so well, and who's also just a very good human being and very humble and nice, is rare. And it's been a pleasure.
And just looking back on his tenure at the company and some of the things that you've worked with him on, can you point to a couple of what you would say are some of his biggest achievements?
Some of Dan's biggest achievements, I mean, starting off with Ultradent, which was the first product this company launched with. It's what made Ultradent, revolutionizing tissue management, and that being such a foundational aspect of dentistry. That was amazing. What Dan has done in tooth whitening, for example, really putting professional tooth whitening on the map, and the continued innovations within tooth whitening, culminating with our latest being Opalescence Go, which is totally revolutionary within tooth whitening. Curing lights, the innovation that's come with curing lights. So Dan he's been very hands-on in R&D. He was the only person behind Ultradent, and then he's been very involved in all the innovations that have come since then. So he's been key.
Okay, and he's not entirely retired. He's still going to be something called CEO Emeritus. How is he going to still be involved with the company going forward?
He'll be very involved in the company. The emeritus status is not only honorary, but also indicative of the fact that he's still here. He'll still walk the halls of our buildings. He'll still be available as an advisor, and what a luxury for all of us who are working on the operational side of the business to have somebody like Dan to go to serve as a sounding board, to ask questions, to pose what would you do types of questions, to a person who has such a rich depth of information, history, knowledge about Ultradent. That is an incredible luxury for all of us, me especially.
Okay, and right now the dental profession is just focused on the pandemic. Many practices are now making that transition from being shut down to moving into limited offerings that they're giving. Some practices are ramping up to all the full procedures they used to offer before. How has Ultradent been managing the crisis?
So as a company, I'm really proud of our team because we jumped on this thing early. Our emphasis has been, number one, on our employees and keeping them safe and healthy. We have an environmental health and safety department and our human resources departments that have been extremely proactive on this, keeping our folks very healthy and working and knowing that this is a place they can come and not have to worry. So that's been great. It's been a real focus for us. And of course, our customers have been very much in focus for us. That's been, those are the things that we've been been worried the most about. We've been taking care of the health of the company because that's important for our customers and it's important for our employees. Our financial department and our managers throughout the company have been very thoughtful and very thorough relative to the actions that we've taken, in some cases had to take. In some cases, those actions have been painful, but necessary. And I think we're going to come out of this thing in a fairly healthy way.
Okay, and a bit more specifically, what kinds of programs and services is Ultradent providing to many of those dentists out there who are struggling right now?
Yeah, so we want to help our dentist customers get back on their feet, no question. That's important to us. We've done a few things. Very proud of our sales and marketing management who have come up with programs to help. One thing that we did is we identified the products that are going to be of most need and of most use that we sell to our customers, and we deeply discounted those products, and we're doing so throughout the remainder of this year. So for a very long time, 40% discount on a wide range of products and the ones that we think are going to be most needed at this time. The other thing that we've offered and now have in place is free shipping on all of our orders, no matter what the size, to all of our customers through the remainder of the year. Mm-hmm. And then finally, something that I think is helpful, knowing that our customers have cash flow issues, most of them, just like we do. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody is in a cash crunch as a result of the crisis, but we want to absorb some of that for our customers. So we're showing great flexibility relative to, payment terms for our customers.
Okay, and Ultradent also has long been known for its philanthropy. Recently, Ultradent provided some masks to frontline providers in Utah. What can you tell us about that program?
Yeah, so we've been able to obtain some masks. We have a subsidiary in China, and our folks there on the ground were able to obtain a good number of masks, which we have donated to the University of Utah, as well as other entities to help them stay safe. We also use the masks here in the building for ourselves, for our workers, so that they can stay safe as well.
Okay. Are there any other philanthropical endeavors you'd like to highlight right now, whether or not they're related to the pandemic?
Well, we've always been very active in supporting with products missions that happen, philanthropic missions, humanitarian in nature, where clinicians like to go donate their time to help those who couldn't otherwise afford treatment. And we are very happy to support and have continued to support with product through the crisis, those kinds of endeavors. And we will continue to do so. As Dr. Fischer has always said, when your hand is open to give, it's open to receive. And we like to give. It's part of our DNA. It's part of who we are. And that's one of those things that certainly won't change under my watch.
Okay, and looking ahead, as you take the reins as CEO of the company, what are some of your priorities going to be?
Well, my first priority is sort of with a nod to the Hippocratic Oath would be first do no harm. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good that happens in this company and that I've been able to be a part of for the past 24 years. And there's a lot that I don't want to change. So for example, foundational things like our core values and our vision of improving oral health globally through science, creativity, and education, and our culture that makes this place so unique and attracts and retains great talent and wonderful employees. I don't want to change that. And something that our customers identify with as part of our brand, really. And those things are foundational to who we are, and I don't want to change those. The things that we'd be looking at sort of towards the future would be a continued focus on listening to our customers and what their needs are. And I think their needs and desires are going to change coming out of this crisis. So we need to do a lot of listening to them so that we can add value and help them help their patients. So we'll be listening a lot and talking a lot to our customers and getting closer to them, not only in the US, but around the world. We actually export 65% of the products we make outside the US. So we're a very global company, and we're going to do a lot of listening around the world. We're going to continue to probably add even more focus on innovation. We're a progressive company relative to products, and we're going to continue to innovate. And so we'll place a lot of emphasis there.
Okay. And speaking of innovations, what are some of the key technologies or trends that you see coming ahead that you think Ultradent could really capitalize on?
Well, our R&D pipeline is pretty full right now. I'm very happy about it. There's a lot of work being done. The crisis hasn't slowed us down one bit relative to that. In fact, it's probably helped in that sense. But we're doing a lot of work in the restorative area. We're a restorative dentistry company, and we're doing a lot of R&D work there without getting into specifics. But I think you'll see us do more innovation in along the lines of composites. We're going to continue to forge forward with innovation in curing lights. Our Velo light is renowned for what it has brought to dentistry, and we'll continue to bring out future generations of Velo, which will add great value, we think. We'll continue to do work with partners in diode laser dentistry and tooth whitening, which is an important part of our business. We're continuing to focus on innovation within tooth whitening.
Do you see diode lasers as a particular source for potential, considering the dangers that aerosolization is playing nowadays?
Yeah, that's a good question, and we're going to be paying attention to that. There are a lot of causes of aerosolization, and there are going to be a lot of solutions to help limit that. But so I think we're going to be working on the limiting side of it as well. But we like the advantages that diode lasers bring for patients and for clinicians. But simultaneously, work relative to aerosols must be done. There's no question.
Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to add about the state of the industry today, or where you see it going, not just for Ultradent, but as an industry as a whole?
Well, I think like most industries, we're in transformation mode, and the crisis has brought change to virtually everything in this world, including the dental industry. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to be doing a lot of listening to our customers, a lot of adapting and facilitating and helping to add value to them as they face a new world. So we'll be doing, as is customary with Ultradent, we'll be doing a lot of listening as we go forward.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for sharing your time today, and good luck in your new position as CEO.
Thank you so much, Richard. Appreciate it.